What's going on, my loyal Dragonites out there in the Dragon Den? King of Dragons 5000 here is coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Filix Toys The Clown. Getting the Filix Toys Clown out of the box, we are greeted with several accessories which look really nice. For starters, he does have two different head sculpts. He has several sets of hands, including a pair of fists, a pair of splayed open hands, a pair of grip hands, some trigger finger hands, some hands for holding some of the smaller accessories, and some ungloved hands. We also get a right shoe with a knife, we get a switchblade, a butterfly knife, a set of playing cards, the detonator, a revolver, a handgun, a machine gun, a shotgun, a lead pipe, the grenades, as well as his clown mask. Other than that, the Filix Toys Clown doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's move on to his details. For those of you wondering, the Filix Toys The Clown is a third-party release of the Dark Knight version of the Joker, so this is an unlicensed Warner Brothers product in case you're wondering. But just because he's a third-party figure does not mean they skimped on the details. This is a beautiful 1/12 version of the Dark Knight version of the Joker. Having a look at the face sculpt, it is one of the best representations of the Heath Ledger Joker in 1/12 scale. Dare I say it is the very best. The scarring on his face is very good, and the paint apps on it to make it look like worn paint is just phenomenal. There's so much to love about the head sculpt on this figure. The hair is done in a really nice dark green with some wash on it, so it looks really good. And then the scarring on his face is top notch. It is 100% accurate to the movie. From the sculpt work to the paint apps, everything on this head sculpt is spot on to Heath Ledger. The clown is sporting the purple overcoat, which we did see in the movie, and I do like the fact that the overcoat does have some lining on the inside. A small detail, but a detail nonetheless, is a second coat that the Joker wore in the movie, which is perfectly captured in this figure. The purple used on his coat is spot on to what you saw in the movie, and it looks very good. It even sits on the figure really nicely. The detailing doesn't stop at the Joker's coat. We do have this really beautiful shirt that has the pattern that we saw in the movie. It's a really nice shade of blue, and his tie has all the detailing you would expect. The vest does include the 3 buttons that we saw. It is missing the second button from the top, so that is incredibly accurate to how it looks in the movie. Just like in the movie, the front of Joker's vest is done in this green color, and then the back does have a blue color to it, so it looks just like it did in the movie. That is one attention to detail not many places actually get right. The Filix Toys Clown also has a real chain on the right side of his pants, so that is done very nicely. It's a gold chain that hangs from the front to the back, and it is just spectacular. His pants also have some really nice detailing with the pinstripes going up and down the pants, and it's done very nice. And once again, the fabric is of very good quality. I can run my fingers on it and it doesn't feel cheap. Moving the figure doesn't make me worried that the fabric will tear at any point. So this fabric is designed to last on this figure. Another thing I love about this figure is they actually gave him some socks, and it is very accurate to the socks he wore in the movies. They are that checker pattern with the yellow, the blues, the purples, the greens, the blacks. So yes, it is a very accurate sock on this figure. And finally, taking a look at his shoes, these brown shoes have a lot of nice sculpt work on them, and besides the sculpt work, they are painted beautifully. The laces are very visible, and you can see that there is some wear and tear on his shoes, so this is a very beautiful figure, and they took their time and care when designing this figure. It looks exactly like you would expect the Heath Ledger Joker to look. Overall, I'm just blown away by the amount of detailing on this figure. So with that out of the way, let's get the Joker compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Having the Joker pose next to our usual suspects, we have him with the Marvel Legends Cyclops and the DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Series, as well as the Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, the Lightning Collection White Ranger, and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, we have the Filix Toys Clown pose next to the SH Figuarts Joker and the Mafex Joker. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. The clown is sporting a ball joint at the base of his neck. Ball socket shoulders allowing butterfly movement. Ball hinges in the shoulders which do allow for all the way out to the side, and it does go up and very far back despite being fabric. We have a bicep swivel as well as a double bend in the elbow. Ball hinge in his wrist. We have a ball joint at the upper part of his torso as well as the lower part of his torso. Ball jointed hips for forward, back, outward mobility, and he does have thigh swivel. Double hinge in his knees. And finally, we do have a ball joint in his foot. So overall, very good articulation on this figure, and the fabric doesn't hamper it in any way, shape, or form, so I really love that. So with that out of the way, let's actually get the Filix Toys clown posed for my final thoughts. So having the Filix Toys the clown in hand, I have to say this is probably my favorite Heath Ledger Joker figure of all time. The folks at Filix Toys took some love and care when designing this figure. Everything on this figure is very accurate to how he came out in The Dark Knight. The head sculpt is one of the best Heath Ledger Joker head sculpts out in the market right now, and dare I say, the best 1/12 scale Joker head sculpt ever. One thing I love about this figure is despite having all this fabric on him, he still moves very nicely. It's like the fabric doesn't hinder his articulation whatsoever. Aside from his detail, the accessories that he comes with are very good. I especially love the fact that we got separate knives, different firearms. The grenades are a very nice touch on this figure. Being made by a third party, I was very iffy on this figure and wondering what the quality on this figure would be like, and I am happy to say that the quality on this figure is well worth the price of admission. The Filix Toys the Clown is available on sites like 5K Toys, where I did pick up this figure for about $114 shipped, which is a very good price to pay for a third party figure. If you are in the market for a third party Dark Knight Joker or just want the very best Dark Knight Joker that you can find, I highly recommend the Filix Toys the Clown to add to your collection. So with that being said, my loyal Dragonites, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Joker figures. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, and other goodies, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. And until next time, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000, and I will see you guys later. Take care, everyone.